Okay, so you guys have both picked out an advertisement, and we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple different types of advertisements that there are. So there's going to be two types, informational and image. So informational is going to tell you something about the product. So it'll compare either to another product, if you've ever heard, oh, McDonald's beef patties are 50% bigger than Burger King's, or it may have coupons or advertisements claiming something about the product. So it's not just going to have a picture. The second type of advertisement is going to be image, and this is going to use an image to associate a brand. So if you guys have ever maybe looked at a magazine and all you see is a model holding a handbag, but there isn't really necessarily any words to describe the product or sell you on the product. So it's actually an image that's selling the product as opposed to words or comparisons. So with your guys' two advertisements, what type do you think that you have?
Image.
Image. And why do you choose image?
Because there's a female model holding the bottle.
Okay. And then is there any claims on the advertisement?
Brazilian smooth in half the time.
Okay. And then at the bottom of this one also, you'll notice that it says cut your styling time by 50% off. So I think that's usually where it goes from image. So a lot of times image will be your high-end products like Dolce & Gabbana or, a designer brand maybe that doesn't feel the need to write anything about their product in order to sell it. They sell it strictly off image. Or informational, which actually where your product's going to lie, is going to be telling you about what the product does and trying to sell you. So that one in particular would be selling you by telling you what?
That it cuts off 50% of your time.
Of drying time? Okay. And that would probably be helpful since you have long hair. Okay. And then, what kind of advertisement do you think you have?
Informational.
Informational. And why do you choose informational?
Because, it does have images, but it has, a lot of words that describe, what you're getting.
Okay. And then when you guys look at your advertisements, go ahead and take a look at the worksheet I just handed you guys. What type of advertisement did you think you had? And then go ahead and write down what type of advertisement you have as well. And then maybe a short description above that. So we'll go ahead and take about 30 more seconds to write down information about our advertisements. Okay. Do you guys believe everything that your ad says?
No.
Okay. And Hannah, why do you say you don't?
Because I have long hair and I don't think that this shampoo would reduce my time by 50%.
Okay. And so what we're going to go ahead and talk about is false claims. So there are a lot of different government agencies that are put in place in order for us to regulate how an item is conveyed through advertisements. So this would be considered a cosmetic because it's a shampoo, cosmetic, anything that you put on your body. This would be a male advertisement. And so that's going to be a little bit different, but we'll go over that in just a minute. So with a cosmetic, the FDA regulates cosmetics. So with that, they can actually put anything that they want to on their advertisements as long as they're comparing it to another product. And technically speaking, any cosmetic can be put out on the shelves before it's actually been reviewed by the FDA. So anytime you guys go to the drugstore, there might be a brand new face wash that you see on the shelf, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the ingredients have been tested or approved by the FDA. So, Ian, with your advertisement, we have 3 different types of ads. So we have mail, electronic, and direct mail. So with this, where do you think that you got that advertisement?
Direct mail, so from the mailbox.
From the mailbox.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then Hannah, where do you think that you got your advertisement?
What were my options?
So it's direct mail, technology, and then print.
Print.
Okay, so perfect. Print is newspapers or magazines like what you guys see here. Mail would be anything that you get in the mail. So something like a DirecTV ad, or even this coupon ad, or a cell phone service ad. And then electronic is when you're online and you're shopping online, and any of those ads that you see when you're shopping online. Or even anything as far as radio or anything that you're going to get through some source of technology as opposed to a typical print ad or mail ad. So if you guys want, go ahead and write that also below your type of advertisement. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a minute and you're going to discuss between each other why you think that your advertisement is either trying to convey something to convince you to buy it and whether or not you guys actually believe it or not. So between the two of you, go ahead and discuss.
Well, for mine, it says right here, Mile High Bacon and Cheese. And that sounds pretty good. I'd really like to have Mile High Bacon and Cheese Sam biscuit.
Mine is trying to get me to buy this shampoo and conditioner. And even though it may not be true, I might be convinced just because I don't like taking a lot of time on my hair. And it says it will cut your time in half, so I might try it.
Okay, so go ahead and write down why you would choose that and if you would be maybe influenced to purchase it. Okay, so one other regulation I want to talk about that the FDA also puts in place is on food. So how many of you guys have seen something about natural foods? Go ahead and raise your hand. If you ever seen a label saying it's natural,
Mm-hmm.
it could be foods or cosmetics. Okay, so natural doesn't necessarily mean that it's all natural. So it can still be processed as long as it's originally derived from a natural item. So it's not synthetically composed. So they don't actually regulate the process that it goes through as well. So it's not quite the same as the labeling of organic per se.